Hello there, guys. It's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandhu for the European Cricket Network with another match preview for a European Cricket Series match. And I'm excited because it's finally Finals Friday there in Barcelona, Spain for the European Cricket Series Barcelona. So this is a preview for match 57. It's the first semi-final between United Girona and Falco. Now, this game will start on Friday morning, the 30th of October at 7:30 a.m. GMT, which is 8:30 in Central Europe, and it's 1 p.m. in India. And as always, you can catch the action right here on the European Cricket Network, whether you watch through our website, europeancricket.com, or our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. And of course, if you are on the subcontinent, you can catch it on Fancode. And just a reminder, if you don't already, why don't you follow us on social media? Because as I always say, and I'll say it again, there is so much happening in the world of European cricket. Well, it's been a long time coming, a 3-week series there in Barcelona, culminating in Finals Friday. But then we are back on Monday with a 7-day series coming to you from Rome, Italy. So for all the extra information, go to our website, europeancricket.com. You'll get plenty of information about the teams and players to watch there in Italy coming up over the next days from Monday to Sunday. You can also follow us, of course, at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo, and you can download an app for your mobile device. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network, because you'll find plenty of content if you enjoy cricket, and in particular European cricket. And of course, there is nothing else like the European Cricket Series anywhere else in the world, and it's so great to bring it to you here on ECN. Let's have a look at what's coming your way then. Finals Friday, the 30th of October. You can see that there were 16 teams involved in this tournament. They were broken up into 2 groups of 8. Now, only the top 2 performers from each group have made it to this stage. So you can see their match 57, the first semi-final I'm previewing in this video between Girona and Falco. While the second semi-final will see Catalonia CC, who were ECL representatives back in 2019, taking on Bangladesh Kings. There'll be a short break, and then, of course, the bronze final, followed by the big one, the gold final, match 60, which will begin at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Certainly a lot to look out for then on Finals Friday. Let's have a look at this game then, the first semi-final between United Girona and Falco. These 2 teams have performed very well in the tournament so far, of course, to make it to this stage. And we do have some likely lineups for you. United Girona will be led by their captain, Mirza Imtiaz Asghar, with Mohamed Ehsan to be their keeper. While for Falco, Cameron Raja will lead them out with Awais Ahmed, the Spanish keeper batsman, to be their wicketkeeper in this game. Let's talk a little bit about these 2 teams. Well, United Girona. Now, they were great in T20 cricket last year. 15-6 they were, but they didn't set the world on fire in the T10 Blast, and they won only 2 out of their 5 matches back then. So they had to turn their T10 form around, and I'm happy to say they've done it in this series, winning 6 out of their 7 matches to top Group A. Now, the only loss was to the Kings in match 9. So, of course, the Kings feature in the other semi-final against Catalonia CC. So United Girona, they haven't lost for over 2 weeks, although they did have a bit of a scare in their last group match against Fateh. They only posted 92 with the bat, but they did turn it on with the ball. In fact, they bowled out Fateh for just 35, which is a record low score for a completed innings in any European cricket series, and that was 5 runs worse than the previous worst, which was from the Baggy Blues, who scored 40 quite a few weeks ago in Hungary. So United Girona, they've been in form with the ball, not so much with the bat. Of course, this is semi-final, and none of that matters now because whoever plays better in this game will make it through to the final. Well, Falco, they also had a good year last season. They finished in the top 5 of the 23 teams in the Liga Catalana T20, but kind of like United Girona, their T10 form wasn't very good. In fact, they didn't win a game out of the 5 they played in the T10 Blast last year. But they have turned their fortunes around, again, like United Girona in the ECS. In fact, Falco have won 5 out of their 7 matches, and most of them quite convincingly, although they are coming off a loss against Catalonia CC last night, who beat them in a showdown, essentially, for top spot in Group B. Now, in that game last night, Falco's bowlers were punished as they conceded 163 runs, but they did do well enough with the bat to secure second place, and with it, they have a chance to make the final and potentially lift the trophy at the first ever European Cricket Series Barcelona. Let's then have a look at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. Hopefully you find this information useful, particularly if you are participating in some fantasy cricket. Now for United Girona, I've decided to super highlight Sumer Safdar Khan. Now this guy was dynamite in their last match against Fateh after they only posted 92 with the bat. Like I said, he ripped through the middle order of the opposition, taking an amazing 5 wickets for only 9 runs off his 2 overs. And it was only the second 5-wicket haul of the entire series. Now, this guy, I'll give you a statistic on this guy. He takes a wicket every 3.8 balls in the European Cricket Series. So that's quite incredible. So he just has a knack for luring batsmen into mistakes, and it's paid off him so far in the series. So watch out for him with the ball today for United Girona. See if he can do it again. I've also highlighted some other players there for United. Mohamed Ahsan. Now, he's their leading run scorer in the ECS, scoring 182 of them, and he's scoring them at 2 a ball, which is a very healthy strike rate. Now, unfortunately, he was run out in the first over of their last match, so he will certainly be out for revenge in this semi-final. I've included Mohamed Jaffrey in there. Now, he's likely to come into the side, and he hasn't played at all in this series so far. But we do know he has European Cricket League experience with Brescia, as well as ECS experience in Italy. Now, he's a very explosive player, but it's got to be difficult for anyone to come in at this stage of the tournament with so much on the line. Nevertheless, I would include him because he is such an impact player. He's very powerful with the bat, and he can bowl handy seam-up bowling too, and he does have first-class experience back in his native Pakistan. I've also highlighted another all-rounder there, Shafat Ali Saeed. Now, he kind of held the United Girona innings together in their last match. He scored 53 of their 92 runs. And just to put that in some context, their next highest score in that match against Fateh the other night, out of all their other 10 batsmen, was 4. So he really did it all on his own. He'll need some help if they're going to get through to the final, that's for sure. I've got some bowlers there for United Girona. Saeed Hussain, who'll open the bowling. He has 8 wickets in Barcelona. He can also bat in the middle order. Now, he started the rot on Wednesday, clean bowling the first 3 Fateh batsmen. Finally, I've got Kamran Mohammed, who boasts an incredible economy rate of only 3.62 runs per over, which is very good going in T10 cricket. I've got some players for Falco as well, and I started with super highlighting their keeper, Awais Ahmed. Now, he's been the standout batsman for me of the tournament. He leads the run scoring across all teams with 287, and he also has hit more Maximos than any other batsman in the series. Now, the Spanish national wicketkeeper has a big job to do for Falco at the top of the order if they're going to get their batting back on track and win their way through to the final. I've got some other players for Falco, of course. Adil Sawa. Now, he's a stylish batsman, but he did go for a duck in the last match. Nevertheless, he does have a top score of 75 in the tournament, and this guy can play. Let's see if he's saved something special for the finals. I've got some all-rounders there. Shahbaz Ahmed, who leads the wicket-taking for Falco with 9 of them, including a best bowling of 4 for 7 against Raval Sporting. I've got the skipper, Kamran Raja, who bats in the middle order and opens the bowling. Now, he did get some real punishment in the last match. Hopefully, he can get things a little bit more under control in this match, but he's been pretty reliable. He's got 5 wickets for the series. Now, I've got some shadow all-rounders in there for you to consider, of course. I couldn't quite get them into my team, but I've got Rayman Ullah, who will bat number 3 and has had some good moments. I've also got the off-spinner, Naeem Hussain Shah, I should say. I've got a bowler finally, Tanvir Iqbal, who's likely to take the new ball for Falco. Now, he's an ex-Spanish captain and a very experienced cricketer. Now, you might have noticed I'm a batsman short in my 11 to watch today. So I've got Shiraz Ahmed in there, the United Girona player. Now, you'd have to bring him in for one of the all-rounders. I'll leave that for you to decide. There are no easy choices in this game, but it certainly will be a very exciting contest. Only one of these teams, of course, can progress to the final. Well, let's get to prediction time. And like we said before, it's an unprecedented event, the 3-week European Cricket Series there in Barcelona. And thanks to everyone involved, all the teams and players, the local organising committee, as well as everyone from European Cricket. And it's been a very, very exciting journey. And it comes down to these 4 teams, essentially, these 2, as well as Catalonia CC and, of course, Bangladesh Kings. Now, in this game, it's going to be very interesting because United Girona, they haven't played too much in the back half of the tournament. Falco, well, they've been pretty impressive the way they've played, but they didn't have a great game against Catalonia CC the other night, although they did do enough to hold on to second spot. So who will win? Well, it's anyone's guess, and it is a toss-up game, I will say that. But ultimately, when it came down to it, I just had a bit of an instinct. when I was comparing the two teams, and I'm going with Falco. I think that Awais Ahmed's really impressed me with his batting at the top of the order. And if he gets going, I do think that he can do enough to drag them into the final. So I'll put Falco as my prediction in this game, but don't count out United Girona because they topped Group A for a reason. But I just think Falco, particularly after their performance against Catalunya in the last game, they'll be very hungry to put on a better show, and I think they could do enough to get past United Girona in this match, the first semi-final. So we hope you can join us, of course, on the European Cricket Network for all the action from 1 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And just a reminder again to follow us on social media if you don't already. And of course, if you enjoy these match preview videos, please leave a like and don't forget to leave a comment on this video. You might want to comment on my moustache. Certainly a few people in the office had some comments on it. So do you think it should stay or do you think it should go before Rome? Let us know and follow us at European Cricket or follow me at Mr. Maximo. Thanks again for all your messages. But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on the European Cricket Network.